First and goal at the 3. Lining up in the clock at 10 seconds and ticking. In the shotgun, Mahomes. 4-man front, receiver in motion, low snap. He runs and he goes, caught, touchdown. It's caught. Hardman caught the ball. The Chiefs have won. The Chiefs have won. The entire bench empties, chasing Mahomes in the end zone. Their third Super Bowl in 5 years.
Ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to Four Guys in a Bar podcast, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz and presented by Dave Purdy with Supreme Lending. For your mortgage solutions, call Dave today at 816-405-5831. That's 816-405-5831 because he's pretty good. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by Chiefs Blitz, chiefsblitz.com. I am your host, Nick Athan. Next to me is Mr. Hense Todd, producer extraordinaire of Bowtie Sports. I hope you checked our draft show today. We covered rounds 4 through 7. You can catch them every Saturday, 1 o'clock, with he and Andre Tillman. And they talk a lot of things outside of Chiefs, along with Chiefs and everything else in Kansas City sports. Before we get started, talk about our first sponsor, and that would be Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. He is your trusted real estate advisor. He is my trusted real estate advisor. As you heard my journey in attempting to find a house, we contacted Eric and his associates, and it took a few months, and we finally found a house, and he worked with us in every step of the way. It's very difficult to buy a house these days. A lot of things have to go right. There's a lot of back and forth with other realtors. There's a lot of houses you have to see. When we finally found the right one, he made sure we got everything done to where we could put an offer down and get our keys. And we are in the process of fixing the house up right now and moving in a few weeks. And we couldn't be happier. It's a long process. So if you want somebody you can trust, give Eric Haynes a call at 816-729-3785, or you can email him at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Chief Who.
I was waiting for the cue.
Hey, everything's a little slow right now, Nick. A little ragged today.
It's been a long weekend.
Been a long
That
weekend.
is the thundering East Coast voice of Mr. Lou Montagna, and also Mr. Andre Tillman, affectionately known as Coach. Gentlemen, we logged a lot of hours from Thursday, Friday, and today. You probably hear it in our voices, but hey, we wanted to come back on Saturday night and give you our final takes on the Chiefs draft class. And before we get started, biggest shock of the weekend for each of you.
Let's take out Michael Penix.
Okay, let's take out Penix because everybody's.
Mine will be Rice going last in the draft. That was the shocker for me.
Last round, he wasn't Mr. Irrelevant.
Nope.
No.
He went to the Chargers, and I feel like
you'll get to see him twice a year. At least,
you know,
right?
hey, that's my slogan. Twice a year. It's like Nick. You will see him twice a year, sir.
Hey, but I did get a message from Mr. Rice, Senior himself. I will be putting on the show. He said, "Thanks for the support. I've been seeing your love all over social media." He will make sure that I will get an autographed jersey from him.
Wow.
And the son. So
look at you, Mr. Hobnob.
Hey. I told you, when you eat brown rice, you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I went. I was about to get up. I was going to go take a nap. I laid down to get some rest. Then I hear the storm kept going off. Then I got a message. My wife was like, "Hey, your phone keep going on." And I looked at it. I said, "Now this got to be a joke." So now somebody's trying to troll me for real. And then I looked again. I said, "Hold on now. I know they got the blue check mark by on Twitter, so it's got to be." I said, "Oh, this is Jerry Rice." So. Right. Yeah. So, hey,
you're part of the family now, Hense.
You are part of the family.
You're part of the family, man. You're part of the family, man. You know, you got to feel good because you're the only one that loved Rice. You really like on some Rice, man.
You kept the faith.
You kept the faith
all the way to the end, man.
He did, man. But he got picked up He got picked up, and we got to be proud of it. He's picked up, man.
You're going to see him twice a year up close and personal.
Twice a year, man. Twice a year.
As one of the 3 wide receivers the Los Angeles Chargers drafted.
That's right.
They had a terrific draft. We'll talk more about the AFC West on Monday, but I think the Chargers had probably one of the best drafts that they've had probably in their entire existence. And a lot of that credit goes to Harbaugh.
Joe Ortiz, obviously, from that.
And that's kind of that's my big surprise too. My big surprise over the weekend is how well the Chargers, with a new GM and a new head coach, have instantly changed that franchise, kind of like when Andy Reid came over. And I didn't think they would draft this well. Mm-hmm. And they are the clear number 2 team in the AFC West behind the Chiefs. And it won't take long. Usually Harbaugh needs a year or 2 to get everybody adjusted and teach them how to win. Mm-hmm. And to win close games. And it usually takes a couple years in every place he's ever been. I mean, in Michigan, it took him, 7 years to beat Ohio State twice in a row. Yeah. So, he's the right man for the job. And I was impressed. I was surprised, but ultimately impressed with their draft class that took, one of my favorite players in Joe Alt and McConkey, and they took Rice in the 7th round and a couple of Michigan kids, and they just found the right parts and pieces that they needed to improve their roster. So kudos to the Chargers. I think they're now potential formidable opponent for Kansas City in the AFC West.
And real talk, honestly, they did improve with adding Alton. So, they kept their quarterback. They got Johnson over there. Like me and Lou was talking a couple, probably before the show today, but they got Johnson over there. A guy that Harbaugh knows for real, from a competitive standpoint. But they did address some issues, some guys that do fit what he want to do. So again, I think Harbaugh and them guys are going in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, young receiving core. I mean, that's going to be the growing pains, I think, in the first year. For damn sure they're going to be able to run the ball pretty well. Yeah. If they can get the vets on defense to kind of buy into that Jesse Minter system, the defense is they're going to be coming downhill. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not laying back. They're coming at you. They're going to be in your face, and you got to be able to deal with that. But I guess going back originally, I don't know if it was a shock, maybe a little bit of a surprise that all 6 quarterbacks went so quickly. Yeah, all 6 that we thought at least 4 would go in the first round, 6 potentially. Then it was 6 probably, and you figured they might, last a little bit longer. So, with Penix leading it off, then it was like all, no holds barred, let's go. And then as soon as Denver took Knicks, then that was it. So I would say that was probably the biggest surprise for me.
What about you, Hense?
The biggest surprise with me was with the Falcons, seeing what they did there, but they came back and they did a little better in the draft. But it was an ultimate surprise that they signed Kirk Cousins just to that contract. Then they come back and go get Mr. I don't know his last. I'm not saying his last name, Mr. Junior. That's what I'm gonna call him. Right?
Yeah, no, that Penix is
Mr. Penix. They went to go get him then, but again, I got to give it to Arizona, man. I feel like they really had an amazing draft. The Arizona Cardinals, and also a lot of people ain't gonna agree with me, but Tennessee did too. I went back and watched their board. I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. They already got their receivers. They fixing up their offensive line. They adding a little defensive pieces. So, could they be in competition with the Kansas City Chiefs? Maybe, but also everybody already know when you're last and you get Worthy and you get everybody else, this is actually the steal of the draft. So
Yeah, we were. I mean, even
everybody else, we can say very nice thing, try to pat everybody on the back, but when it's all said and done, Kansas City, guys. I know Lou was killing us on the other show by making the tight end, putting him in the Hall of Fame, giving him jacket. Yeah,
it was like a meteoric rise. Wait, who's he? And then by like within an hour, we've got the gold jacket out. We're doing the trim. We're doing the speech, Ring of Honor. Kelsey's in trouble. Come on.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be good. I mean, in my second to last mock draft, I had him in there to the Chiefs. I think maybe in the 4th round or 5th round. But for picking last in every round. Well, not every round, but being mostly the 32nd team, didn't really move around a ton. First round, obviously 8 spots up or 4 spots up, whatever it was, and one other time. And it was just 1 spot. So for what the hand they were given, they played it as well as they possibly could.
Yeah.
Now, again, in my opinion, short of drafting Tyrone Tracy, which I still believe is going to be one of the best 3rd down backs in the league within a few years, maybe even next year. We'll see. Hopefully Jet McKinnon comes back because that was going to be his competition.
Yeah. All right, guys.
But they did really well.
Yeah. All right, guys. On this show, we're gonna make sure that our key guys that we do follow them this year, keep everybody updated, what they doing, how they turning out, make sure you write down your key guys and follow them. Make sure that this person, I was right about that, then we can bring it back later on in a year to the season and say, all right, guys, I was wrong. He's not looking that great. He got cut. He didn't make the team. You know what I mean? So yeah. So
I'm pretty sure Anonymous Mango, who will earn his keep, if you would. Yeah, he'll have it broken down.
Yeah, and here's his quote. This is his big surprise: Buffalo being stupid enough to trade with us again, and allowing Xavier Worthy to fall right into our lap. It's Saturday, and it happened 2 days ago, and I've talked to Bills fans, and I thought Peter Schrager and Kyle Brandt, I don't know if you saw that exchange on Friday on Good Morning Football, but, Peter was like, how did the league let this happen? Kyle walks off the set because he's so distraught because, he is a rabid Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah.
And it was classic, and then he finally came on and said, why aren't we banned? Why aren't we colluding? I mean, and then I think hence the video you showed me that we went on Friday with all that, there 200-300 Bills fans, and they're at this draft party, and that comes up, and that has to be the majority of the people. Now, I think they had an okay draft. I think they made some nice picks. They certainly need to rebuild that roster. They are in a rebuilding mode, but yeah, there you go. I mean, that's the trade, and it was not a huge trade. The Chiefs moved up 4 spots. They swapped a 3 for a 4, and they swapped the 7th round picks. And the Chiefs got really their guys still. So masterful job by Brett Veach in what he had to work with. And Lou, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, they're drafting late. They're the hunted. But we saw a lot of teams that traded in their own division, the NFC teams trading with NFC teams and AFC. I mean, it was just like one big love fest. We don't care who you pick. We just want this. We wanted this pick and this. It was just, I've never seen that.
I think
before.
this wave of GMs, I think, looks at things a lot differently. And I've noticed it over the last few years. And I've talked about it with.
All right, guys, y'all see me looking up. It's a storm going on, right?
All right. Well, hopefully we
Well, I'm going to see your eyes start bugging out. Then
yeah, I'm like, hey.
You start seeing the white of his eyes, it's real.
But the GMs have a much different tone. You see, a lot of these trades are basically pick swaps, where you didn't see that in the past, where, hey, we'll move up this many in this round. It was always, okay, you're trading up, you're giving us a premium, and basically you're just getting this pick. You're giving me like 2 or 3 other picks to get there. And it is more of a friendly thing and more collaborative, if you would. That seems to be the word that's being used a lot more, because again, and I said it on the Bowtie show earlier, there's only 31 other teams. If you start messing around with other GMs, or I won't work with them, or I won't work with them, you're gonna get killed at some point.
My wife said that was the funniest show that she ever watched. She said Lou is hilarious. So I'll let you guys know.
There's my one and only fan.
Your one and only fan. The signed Patrick Mahomes jersey is on your way.
Thank you, Mrs. Heads. Thank you, Mrs. Heads.
Tom Hood, one of our regulars. If Xavier returns into the big player in the Chiefs, Bills fans are going to get over that, especially if we win the Super Bowl, and they won't. That's going to linger just like 13 seconds in the Patrick Mahomes trade, and then Luke Russert. I mean, he was all over social media this week. You see that they won the Patrick Mahomes trade, and Luke has gone a little way off the deep end, and not the case. The Chiefs clearly won that. I think the Super Bowl rings.
Luke was on the show before, right? Correct.
No, Luke Russert, his dad was a famous NBC Meet the Press.
What Bills fan? What band Bills fan? We did a show.
Oh, that was Luca. Yeah, no.
Luca. See this?
Yeah, I bantered with him too, and he walked off the set too when they were doing their live show in the first round.
Out to them, man. I was watching their show. I was dying laughing. I said,
I was too. I reached out to him, getting some good humor.
Walk him off the show. He was really mad. He was like, "Not again, man. Not again."
He was pissed.
Yeah, Brandon Beane can explain it away all he wants, but I mean, and again, for them, maybe that was a good plan that it worked out, but for the fans, it has just got to suck, because one, they're probably expecting, they were going to take Worthy, they were going to take A.D. Mitchell or one of these big receivers. They don't just trade down once; they completely trade out of the first round. So you're waiting around for hours for the pick. They trade out of the round completely. They pass on a bunch of guys that I'm sure the fans really wanted. And so I'm sure it'll turn out fine for them in the future, but this will always, it'll just be a big dark cloud hanging over their heads. Basically forever. If Worthy turns into anything at all, it'll just
anything.
All
he has to do is beat him, for a big play.
He just turned 21, guys, and he got Gates sent him some whole bunch of barbecue, a lot of
gotta fatten him up, man. Gain some weight.
It's a whole bunch of barbecue.
Yeah.
Shout out to his mother, his little sister. They are big fans of Kansas City. She was, the little sister was saying on Instagram that she loves Taylor Swift, and she listens to Taylor Swift music all the time, and it was like great fit. And it's crazy that he talking about calling your shots, guys. Talking about calling your shot. He said, "This is the team he's been sending all year. This is the team I want to go to." He's spoken into existence, and there it is. You know what I mean? And when I was saying on the last show, I was saying my grandpa was like to say, "You speak stuff in the atmosphere."
Right.
I got to see, speaking of myself, I got to see the Super Bowl. I didn't have to pay anything. And the stuff I'm doing now, it was all a dream until I started speaking into it with Coach Dre. And
absolutely, you manifested, man. You manifested.
I didn't know all of this was going to happen. So I thank God that he opened the door that me, Lou, and Nick and Drake got together, and seeing this all blossom together. And it's the best match that could happen that God could have put together.
No, absolutely. I mean, we
guys all weekend.
All right, all weekend, man. I don't know how many people actually really saw us talk for what seemed like about 20 hours over the last 3 days, including today. But we really appreciate everybody. It's just it's been a lot of fun, and we're all a little weary at this hour. But I mean, listen. We do it because we're passionate about the Chiefs, and now we have something more to be passionate about, and that's all of us and just this great family. So,
And
Anonymous, man, you went above.
New to the squad. Yeah, I was going to say
you went
Anonymous
above
Mango.
and beyond. Your work was incredible. It
Yes,
is
he did.
incredible.
Information
Yes, he
was
did,
dead
man.
on for the most part.
Yeah.
Constant
Lou,
updates.
95% of the time, 95%
Yeah.
Mango killed it. 95% of the time he killed it.
There was one hiccup, but again, a little bit a rush to be first. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta
it happens.
take it
Hey,
easy.
hey, Lou ain't gonna let you slide. Lou ain't gonna let you like, hold on, we ain't gonna like this. He too, like Drake said, Lou is into detail, guys. He's
Lou
not
is a detailed guy, man. He's a detailed guy. Bro. Lou sees everything, man.
The dude is in another hemisphere. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, what time is it there? It's pretty late. He's a trooper.
2 in the
so
morning.
we appreciate him. He's taking the day off tomorrow,
2:15,
which is good. So, all right.
Thanks, Mango.
Thank you, Mango. Before we get too carried away, I think we've pretty much covered the Xavier Worthy pick and the merits to it. Tom Hood said, "Hey, Worthy needs to put on a few pounds and he'll be fine." I think that's the plan. I think that's something that they've talked about with him.
Yep.
And suddenly the receiver room kind of looks like this. You got Hollywood Brown, Rasheed, Xavier Watson, Kadarius, and more.
I love
You got Remigio out there.
I love it.
Don't be shocked if a guy like a Tyler Boyd becomes a veteran presence that the Chiefs have to hedge their bets. They've started signing undrafted free agents, but I don't see to date, at least right now, that they've gotten any wide receivers. Usually they like to get a couple. I think Worthy was worth the risk, the pick. That was someone that they keyed on for a long time. I think this was pretty similar for Brett Veach to how he felt about Patrick Mahomes the last couple of years. This is a guy that they really liked. They really targeted. He was number one on their board, according to source. Suddenly this receiver room is really, really strong. And, you got Jared Wiley, the tight end from TCU.
Look at it. He's looking like RoboCop.
I mean, he does. He looks like a robo killer. I mean, it's amazing. I sat there and I watched this film, and I remember watching him play, and he was on a really bad offensive football team, and he kind of stood out. And we watched the film this afternoon, and I'm just like, man, this guy's really good. He the way he catches the ball, the way he positions his hands, he's definitely going to be an option. And I don't want to upset Lou because his favorite tight end might go down from number 2 to number 4. But, I think it's quite possible that they keep 4 tight ends and maybe go 6 wide receivers versus 7 last year.
They have in the past. I mean, they've kept 4 in the past when they had Jody and the Belldozer. Blake may not be back. Doesn't look like it. So, to have that 4th guy, you certainly want to have them in camp. They may not all be active every week, but I got to believe that 4 of them will be, on the squad for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna say, if you're looking at what the Chiefs are, they got a stud and a tight end that can, again, if y'all watch the show, I say he's like a athletic done. And he's faster, but on top of that, the man can actually move. He can move, guys. He can move. He's not slow. He can get open when he wants to, but he's a great blocker. But I do see him really being the guy, being the unsung hero for the Kansas City Chiefs this year because he got the heart. He can go get it. I love his demand. I love his build.
Is that from the Colorado game, like the first game of the season? It looks like.
Yep.
Is that against Colorado?
So.
It looks like
it's Colorado. It's Colorado.
Yeah.
But again, like if you look at his upside, his talent, to be honest, he's one of the best tight ends coming out the draft this year. He got everything though. Like he can get open. He got good speed. I believe he might be faster than Kelsey.
Kate Stover.
He may be faster than Kelsey. Honestly,
if he didn't fall, he was taking off. He'll take it off.
Yeah, because so the Chiefs honestly got to steal.
You got to get with the equipment manager there. That was a bad wheel.
That was bad cleats.
Yeah,
bad cleats. But he catches the ball. I mean, they line him up.
He keeps falling for some reason now. I want him falling like that for no reason now. You got to get some better cleats then. All right. But other than that, I mean, like with Patrick Mahomes, man, him and Patrick Mahomes, they're gonna excel. They're definitely gonna excel.
Yeah,
So
I mean, they
I
definitely
like the tight end.
this draft was to help Patrick Mahomes. There's no question about it. You know, in the second round, they get Kingsley Suamatea.
There you go.
I believe that's how you pronounce it. He will be their starting left tackle this year. I don't think there's any question about that anymore. The scouts were raving about him. They admitted he had a little bit of work to do in run blocking, but his pass blocking is pretty strong. So he's Patrick certainly was happy. He tweeted saying, "I love Veach." So
his job to lose.
It's his job to lose at this point. Absolutely.
That's the one thing that you look at all the picks. You can't look at each pick where they were taken and feel like they overextended or reached, if you would, at any one of those spots. Not only did they fill areas of need, they actually got, I don't want to say not just value, but very athletic players that certainly could have gone way above where they were drafted. I mean, the safety from Washington State, again, DJ a couple of times today, Daniel Jeremiah on the telecast was saying that he thought that kid had a chance to be the second safety off the board. So again, that those are his rankings, but he is a detail-oriented guy. That guy is something special at the job that he does, because he scouts all of them as he would when he was, in the NFL, and he did work with Coach Reed and Brett Veach and is close with those guys. So I take his opinion over the others because that's kind of where he learned. So every pick, I can't say they reached at any position.
Agree. And they definitely addressed the line, guys. Remember, I was saying that earlier. They addressed the offensive line. I feel like they got a whole lot better. They got some guys that can adjust. You got some guys that can fill in. So long as they keep Patrick Mahomes upright, these guys are going to blossom. It was all about protecting Patrick Mahomes. So
over the last 2 years, they lose Wiley, they lose Allegretti. That was kind of their depth. Some of the younger guys haven't quite stepped up yet, like a Louis Niang.
I forgot about
Caliendo's been in there for a while. Kennard is gone. So, the three offensive linemen that they drafted have every opportunity. I mean, especially Kingsley. I mean, I think that's his, like you said, Nick, his job to lose. But the other guys, the kid from Penn State and the kid at 7th round they took from Holy Cross, they've got every opportunity to be one of those 7 or 8 linemen.
Most definitely.
So as you looking at the Nick, do you got the Chiefs free agent signed it so far? I think you kind of muted. I don't know if you muted.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, this is what I have. This is what we have so far. We have our running back Imani Bailey, running back Carson Steele, 2 offensive tackles Ethan Driscoll, Nick Torres, linebacker Curtis Jacobs, cornerback Fabian Lovett, and safety Christian Roland Wallace. So that's what we got so far. No wide receivers yet. Interesting.
And we have who's this person here?
Sherry Kubicki. Looks like a new one.
Sherry's back.
Hey, Sherry.
Sherry.
How are you?
Great job, guys. But as you guys in the chat, I want you to grade the Chiefs draft this year, 24 draft. Give us an A, B, C, or D. Grade it in the chat. Let us know what you feel about it. Or if Mango put up a poll or something, let us know what you guys really feel about this draft. And also,
Gary Holland says an A. Gary Holland says A.
Gary Holland got an A. Who else we got? We got some from Todd Hood. We got some from. If you in here, just let us know what you grade in this draft right now. He said he's giving
give him a B. Give him a B. A strong, productive B.
Okay.
I think those are fair. I mean, if you break it down, Worthy's an A. I think Kingsley's an A. I think Wiley's an A. Hicks might be an A plus. to be honest with you, watching that film, he's a hitter.
Yeah.
As John Harrison said, and he should have gone much higher. The fact that he was there, he was the third best safety. I've had some people tell me he's one of the top safety. So, Hunter Norzad, the guard or the center, from Penn State.
Yeah.
I had a scout tell me that he thinks he could start for the majority of NFL teams this year. Now that might be a reach. Kamal Haddon, the cornerback from Tennessee, hurt his shoulder in the Alabama game. He probably was he's probably a third-round pick. And then C.J. Hansen's kind of a project at guard. But, so overall, I'm giving the Chiefs an A-. I think they hit every need. They didn't panic. And as Lou said, they just never reached for anybody. And they just let the players fall on the board. And they were very decisive. So, I know we'll get in a lot more depth in this on Monday, but for me, first round need, second round need, third round need, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. I mean, Spag's got a couple of really nice defenders, and Patrick Mahomes got some depth at offensive line, and he got an ultimate playmaker in Xavier Worthy. So, kudos to the Chiefs.
Yes.
So
I give the Chiefs a B+. I give the Chiefs a B+.
So a question for everybody before we because I know this is going to be a short show before we get out of here. Whose jersey are you snagging that's coming out that came off the board right now? Look, guys,
I'm coming to your house and getting Jerry Rice's jersey. That's what I'm doing.
But what jersey are y'all snagging? You snagging?
I'm definitely going Worthy.
You going Worthy?
Yeah, that's the low hanging fruit. That's the candy. He's shopping in the Skittles department.
It depends. It depends on the signature. If he's got a cool signature or not.
Did he say he was going number one or what? Was he wearing number one?
Yeah, he's gonna wear number one.
I think he wore at Texas. He wore 8, and then he switched to 1.
Yeah, he's gonna wear 1 in Kansas City, from what I'm told.
So there goes you got
I'm going Hicks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to go with a kid from Washington State. I don't know what number it is, whatever, but he looks like he's a hitter. He looks like he's angry. He looks like he's ready to play. And doesn't matter where you put him on the field, he's gonna play hard and he's gonna stick his face in it. So let's go with Jaden Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
I will go Worthy or Kingston. I want the Kingston.
You want the big 7'8".
Yeah, I want.
I don't know. Is Bobby Bell? Is his number retired?
Bobby Bell was 78. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a 78 since they retired his jersey.
I can't. Seriously, I cannot think of one.
All right, guys. So hey, we will be back Monday.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
That's right, Mango. That's right.
Yeah, we just wanted to come on and just kind of have a brief little chat, recap everything. We got 415 people on there. We appreciate you all. We'll be back Monday. We are spent. We have done, 4.5 hours on Thursday. Another 4 hours on 5 hours.
We did 5 hours, almost 6 hours a day, 5.5 hours today.
Yeah.
It's 4.5 hours yesterday. And the day before that, we did another 4.5 hours.
Close to 4, I think, on Thursday night, because we came on a little bit early, and then so it's a long time.
Well, today was the longest. Then today was the longest.
Today was a long day. So we appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being part of Chiefs Blitz. Check us out at chiefsblitz.com. I put an article up on every one of the draft picks. I will address the comments made today by Clark Hunt about the stadium stuff. If you watched this on Bowtie's show, I kind of went into detail on that. I'll have some additional information tomorrow, probably post that in the morning, but the Chiefs are on the move. It appears.
Also, Lou, I would love to be a guest on you guys' show if you want to have me. just let me know. I would love to come on and chat and get to help you guys get y'all show out there. Really,
all right. We'll see. Yeah, good call.
Let me know what I can do.
All right,
Gary. Thanks for the love. Hit the like on the way out. It's free but priceless in support for the channel. Please tell all your Chiefs fans to subscribe to our channel. If any of you have channels that you like, that you want us to subscribe to, just let us know.
Just let us know.
This is your show. Questions, ideas, thoughts, however you want to see us present this in a different way or better and have the experience greater. But please contact your Chiefs friends and say, hey, send them a link. Tell them about our YouTube channel. Come to ChiefsBlitz.com. I think we do this the right way. I peeked at a few other people that were doing draft shows, and I don't think anybody had as much fun as we did.
Oh no,
not even close.
Definitely nobody.
Well, I don't think we're standing on the fact that we're like these professional like a professional scouting service, and we're gonna over critique every pick and whatever. We're four guys at a bar, man.
Lou, it's what the eyes can see, Lou, right? It's what the eyes can see, right? Listen. Our scouting is what the eyes can see, guys. We don't go off of it's what we see.
It's
what we see, man.
That ball, he's looking good.
If you
got one separation, like, God, he's him.
If you haven't picked up on it by now, we definitely don't take each other very seriously. We take ourselves very seriously.
I think we take each other seriously, but
it's all about fun.
Lou, I think that's why everybody loved the show. I think that's why.
I hope so.
I think that's why everybody loves the show, because they see that we are just like them. We not
genuine.
Nobody else. We just been us. So before we get into it,
Lou, that couch fit you though, Lou. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That couch is you, man. I'm telling you.
It's starting to envelop me. It's just gonna be
it do, because it fit Lou. I'm like, this is Lou being Lou, man. This is Lou, authentic Lou right here, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that said, go get into our other sponsor. If you was on the
edge,
right,
let's make sure we give Dave love.
I was on the edge of my seat on draft night, so let's go ahead and get in, Dave. Go ahead.
All right, we want to make sure we get our second corporate sponsor, Mr. Dave Purdy. With Edge Home Finance, he is your mortgage solutions specialist. He is my mortgage solution specialist, as everybody knows, and I've detailed on the show quite frequently and often through the process. Being self-employed, it makes it very difficult to get a loan with a bank and investors and things like that. It's pretty crazy. Dave and his partner Mike were our mortgage brokers, so they have access to over 50, 60, 70 lenders. They found one with an absolutely amazing rate for me and my family. And so you just want someone you can trust, someone who's going to work the edge lines and make sure that they get you the right mortgage. Give Dave a call at 816-405-5831. We love Dave here at ChiefsBlitz.com because he is pretty good.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead and close us out, sir.
Close this out, Dre. Give us a
Chiefs. Gary Holland. Gary Holland, man. What is going on? Tom Hood, Cherry Kubaki. If I said it right, Kubaki. All right, Kareem. Let's see here. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. John Harrison. What's going on, John? Tom Hood. What's going on, my good people? Remember, likes, share, sharing likes, man. Sharing likes. Hey, shout out to Kareem, man. Kareem drunk everything in the bar, didn't he? He drunk everything in the bar
all day today and this morning.
I'm surprised he is still up and running with four guys.
That's a professional. That's a
professional. Man, absolutely. So, guys, we appreciate the love and continue to share our show. And, guys, we just here to hang out and chill and give you what we see. We're giving you what we see, guys. We're not like ESPN, and then we go off what we see. It's what the eyes can see. OG Lou says what the eyes can see. It ain't about the stats. It's what the eyes can see. That's what it is, man. So, again, guys, appreciate the love and continue to share our product, guys.
All right, guys. Peace out. We'll be back Monday. Everybody have a great weekend.
Monday. Absolutely.
We will dissect this in greater detail. For now, 7 new Chiefs members. Enjoy the journey and enjoy what's about to happen to you, because you're going to be part of a team that's going to repeat as Super Bowl champions for 3 years in a row. Peace out, everybody.
Let's go.